Hello everybody, I am the Traveler and welcome back to Angels with Scaly Wings. It's been a while since I played this. I don't remember anything. I don't remember the voices I gave anybody, and I don't remember where we were. So, let's jump right into it and see if we can pick it up. I think I read all this in the last episode. I'm pretty sure I did. Let me read just in case one more time. I hadn't really looked at the apartment much, so I spent the rest of the day investigating it and relaxing. I considered checking out some of the phone numbers Remy had left me, but I thought it was better to keep a low profile for now. I found the kitchen fully stocked with plenty of groceries, though the variety was wasted on me. I hadn't been a particularly great cook in the first place, but what was more, I didn't even recognize some of the things I found there. Whether they were edibles that we had back home that I just didn't know about, or something completely alien, I wasn't sure. But I didn't want to take the risk of eating anything I didn't know. After all, it was possible that some of the comestibles might be fine for them to eat, but still be poisonous for us. Also, I forgot to mention, I did decrease the volume of the in-game music, so hopefully this episode will be much better for me, where you can actually hear my voice instead of the game music overpowering the microphone. I was also glad to find a shelf that was filled to the brim with a variety of books. While I found the subject matter of man, myth, or reality to be quite intriguing, I had to give up after just a few pages due to his exceptionally dry writing style, which I wasn't inclined to enjoy at the moment. Interesting. In the end, I settled for an adventure novel about a dragon archaeologist who stumbles upon the remains of a long-lost human civilization, after which he is hunted by an evil organization who wants to use the found magical artifacts for its own nefarious purposes. So the dragonic version of Laura Croft, yeah, that's it, Laura Croft. While entertaining, I had to admit that it reminded me a little too much of the trashy novels we had at home. I certainly found it amusing that certain tropes were not really unique to us as a species, though I wondered whether this kind of literature had fallen into disfavor here as it had back where I had come from. I feel like this is just like a parallel universe where instead of humans, dragons evolve, but it's like right there parallel to each other, to where they have, even though they're dragons, they have the same mindset that humans had. So I feel like that's just what this is. This is just like that parallel universe kind of thing. I was reading a particularly exciting scene in which the hero, Sheridan, uses one of the magical artifacts shaped like a pair of human hands, holding a scepter with a globe at the top to prevent herself from being crushed and ground into a bloody pulp by an ancient human temple's moving walls. When I suddenly heard the doorbell ring. Who is it? Oh, hello. Yes, please come in. Oh, already in. Hello. Hello there. Would you please sign here? I'm not signing away my rights with this, am I? I've got a letter for you that requires signature confirmation. I see. Looking off the clipboard the small dragon was holding up to me, I saw that the sender of the letter in question was Razor. There you go. Scribble, 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 scribble. I'm Lauren, by the way. Would you mind if I asked you a few questions? Where the hell did you just come from? Oh, that's right. You're guarding out the door. I forgot about that. What is this about? I'm just making small talk. Wait a minute. I recognize you. You tried to do the same thing with Razor. Maybe I should report you to your supervisors for your inappropriate behavior towards your clients. But it's important. Please just let me talk to Traveler for a few minutes. You know how it is. If you want an interview with one of the humans, you'll have to get permission from the proper authorities. Help me out here, Traveler. As an ambassador, you care about the accurate portrayal of humans in the media, don't you? Then you should talk to me, otherwise someone else will fill in the blanks and who knows what they will come up with. Let me show you something. The small dragon opened his bag, rummaging through a number of letters and small packages. Huh, I think I lost it. Anyway, I wanted to show you some pictures of what people think humans look like. On some of them, they have like 4 heads and look nothing like you. It's crazy. What are you, Lauren? Or a porter? No, I'm just... Do you want me to remove him, traveler? Is what he is saying true? Yeah, I guess. I see. That sounds pretty interesting, though. Alright, you can leave your number here, and I'll call you later. But that's all I can promise. Thank you so much! He quickly produced a small sheet of paper and scribbled his number on it. Afterwards, he sheepishly presented it with both hands. Alright, you got what you wanted. Off you go now. I forgot what voice I gave him. Sorry about that. Don't worry about it. I guess that should be all. I'll see you tomorrow then. Right. With all the commotion, I forgot that I was also still holding Ray's letter. Within the plain envelope was a similarly plain sheet of paper with his handwriting. When I started reading, however, I saw that his wording was so full of the pleasantries I knew he hated that I assumed every word of it was faked as to conceal its true intent. He did mention I'd know what to do, but I was unsure of how I was supposed to decode the letter's secret message. I didn't remember ever having a conversation about this topic with him, yet he still relied on me to remember whatever it was that I was missing. Or he thought I would just be able to figure it out on my own. This is what it said. Hello, my dear friend. I hope this letter reached you swiftly and in good condition. Unfortunately, we were not able to catch up earlier, so I wanted to write you this letter. How have you been these last few years? What have you been doing? How is the family? I feel like there's so much we should talk about since we have not seen each other much recently. At least we have a chance to do so in this form. Quite an exciting venture we are on now, right? How have you liked it here so far? Made any dragon friends yet? Haha. Anyways, did he actually write haha in a letter? Not a text, but a letter. He wrote haha in a letter. I've never seen anyone do that, not even an email. Anyways, I'll be looking forward to your reply soon. Best regards, Razor. Various things come to mind. Only reading certain words or letters was one that I thought of immediately. That's what I thought of too, but I couldn't make out anything after trying to find a system within its array of letters and lines. Maybe I had to look more carefully. I think I know its meaning. Read between the lines, look elsewhere for hints. I have no idea what the fuck he's talking about. Read between the lines, I guess? Lines, of course! May I supposed to read between them? I didn't have an implement on me with which I would have been able to read fine print. You meant that literally? You literally meant read between the lines. Okay. Though with this handwritten letter, I doubt Razor could have done anything of the sort. Okay, look elsewhere for hints. Or maybe he referred to the fact that we were both given an apartment. Considering the things they provided for us, maybe I just had to find the right object to decode the message. There were many everyday items here though, and of course I still had no idea what in particular I was looking for. Look at the bookshelf, look at the bathroom, look at the kitchen. Maybe I can eat something. Look in the fridge. There's no reason for me to look in the kitchen for something to decode this with, since it's only going to ask me to look in the freezer or the pantry. Alright, bookshelf then. The bookshelf is stocked with quite a variety of books on different topics. Look at an individual book, look behind the books, go back. Individual book? Maybe it has something to do with the books. The shelf is full of them, but I suppose the hint could be hidden inside one of them. Which book should I look into? Draconic Desire, Assault of the Humanoids from Outer Space. Attack of the Humanoids from Outer Space. Nice. Born to Serve, Christ and Prayer, the Ixomen Sphere, and How to Use it. Draconic Desire? Ooh. I was so young and naive back then, barely having reached the age at which the arduous process of finding a mate settling down and starting a family became expected. Yet none of my peers interested myself. They were childish and crude and uncultured. I was lost in a sea of uncertainty, drifting, hoping to be found by the one day. And then I did. How fast time flies when you're happy. I can't believe this was just 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago I found the one, my truest soulmate there could ever be. Like a wrecking ball, he came out of nothing, breaking all the barriers and into my life. 2 weeks ago, I was nothing. Today, I am the happiest dragon alive. Who knew that out of all the people alive, it only took the right one to write life itself? Who knew that to meet the perfect one, the only thing you needed was... I don't think there's anything. I wanted to keep reading though. What was the only thing you needed? And who let this mess ever? And who let this mess ever get to friendship? Hey, jeez, that's not cool. Okay. Let's see. Assault of the Humanoids from Outer Space? Assault of the Humanoids from Outer Space. Those are cat eyes. Arc 1. It was a dark and stormy night. Relentless pouring was the rain outside, periodically interrupted by the loud echo of thunder again and again. So quick had its roaring staccato become that it almost seemed like someone was pounding against the door. No, someone really was pounding on the door right now. The door swiftly opened, and the moment for which the house's owner had waited decades finally was here. Not on the field of battle do you meet me, human scum, but in the comforts of my home do you seek to assassinate me. Feel my wrath. May it lead to you to a slow and painful E-A-T-H? He screamed at the top of his lungs. Your resistance will only temper my blade, inferior creature. Taste my blade and die from it! The reply rarely came from the human invader standing within the doorframe. Hero quickly stabbed him with his Maggie pen, a lethal hit, which caused the human invader to slump to the ground instantly, his last words being, Damn you, Hero, this is not over yet. While he melted into a red blotch, blotching up Hero's carpet. Hero looked up into the sky and realized all the thunder and rain had really been the UFO of the invaders, numerous enough as to rival the raindrops falling from the sky. This was the moment when he knew it was too late. This meant war. Really? An invasion by humans. Is this what they think we're like? I mean, this is what we think aliens are like, so... And this is kind of what we think dragons are like, except, you know, here on Earth, just not out from outer space. So, why question that? Born to Serve. An autobiography by Ivdan. The 7th? Chapter 1. Rise from the Ashes. From the day I was born, I knew I was destined for greatness. As a member of the Avdonian household, nothing less was expected of me. My father, Avdan VI, made sure of that. My mother, however, was a worm. Not literally, mind you. She was not some sort of annelid squirming beneath the earth and living in filth. No. She was just what I would describe as the lowest form of life. Not concerning herself with matters of any importance, she instead sought to base her existence on superficialities. Not that it mattered much, as I grew to hate them both equally. For those who may want to critique me now for saying this, I have no doubt my father's political achievements, yet only those who had to live with him know that these successes came at the price of his very soul. An empty shell of a dragon driven by nothing but his performance as a politician, not as a father. A politician, huh? I wonder what that actual government is like. I guess price and prayer then. A politigraphical novel? Oh, Jesus. Preface. In the 1422nd year since our ascent to sentience, a most extraordinary chain of events led to the most extraordinary of circumstances in our politics and society. These events have since been buried in history until I stumbled upon the records of these tumultuous times. I have taken it upon myself to dramatize the events in a manner that is both accurate to history as well as entertaining to any reader who might have an interest in such stories. This is not just for my own personal gain, as I hope to make this story available to a larger audience than just a few who have permission to visit the archives. I believe the wisdom to be gained from the ensuing tale to be more relevant to us now than ever. Oh, no comment on that? The Ixomen sphere and how to use it. As a manual meant for the general populace, this booklet intends to bring you, the valued reader, closer to the uses and joys of an Ixomen sphere might bring. I have taken utmost care to use simple language and instructions to remove the well-known barrier between individuals and knowledge of proper use of this most wondrous device. For interested parties, a chapter about the Ixomen sphere's history and ideas for advanced applications can be found later in the book. Quick Start Guide. Step 1. Place your Ixomen sphere on a flat, stable surface. Make sure that the surface is indeed stable and flat. Expert tip. Use the spirit level in order to determine if the surface is absolutely horizontal in order to prevent the Ixomen sphere from rolling off the table unintendedly. Step 2. Plug your Ixomen sphere into any fitting household outlet. Warning. Make sure the Ixomen sphere's power switch is in the off position prior to plugging it in. Step 3. Locate the power switch of the Ixomen sphere. This step may introduce some difficulty as many different models of Ixomen spheres exist, with varying methods of turning them on and off. When in doubt, please contact your Ixomen sphere's manufacturer to help with this step if necessary. I feel like step 3 should be before step 2, since you should make sure that it's turned off before you plug it in. I think, finding it and knowing where it is should come before the whole plugging it in, but make sure it's off first step. Now I know how to work an Ixomen sphere, whatever that is. You read a bunch of books. Achievement unlocked. Bookworm. Which book should I look into now? There's a book called Go Back. Okay, look behind the books. Maybe Razor left me another message here at some point. He couldn't know that I was going to live here, so as much as possible with the preparations and it's something to find. I don't know why I try to read that on my breath, but I can. I don't know if those sounds were. No, even after removing every single book from the shelf, there is still no indicator of anything that would help me go to secret message. But even if Razor did leave a hint, this could have been anywhere in the apartment not just on this bookshelf. Go back. Look in the bathroom, sure. Inside the cabinet. No razors. There's some pain meds though. Nah. Look inside the shower. Ha! No shampoo to be found anywhere, of course, and no hint either. Just some body wash. Okay. I guess we're going to the kitchen then. Look in the fridge. Plenty of stuff in here. Look at the meat, look at the milk, crack open an egg and look inside. No, that's just wasteful. Examine an unlabeled container. It's an unlabeled container with some sort of white liquid inside. Well, here goes nothing. What? What are you about to... You drank it? You drank it. Why even? It's salty. You drank a mystery liquid, and now we're going to die. And you're not dead. Now we're gonna die. Jesus. Pasteurized. At least they've got that down. Look at the meat. Just a slab of meat, nothing special about it. I am not going to waste an egg by cracking it open just to look inside it. I mean, why would you do that? Who could who could open an egg, hide a secret message inside of it, and then reassemble the egg? If you can do that, tell me in the comments below. I want to know how that's done. Tell me how that's done. I'm not going to crack that egg open. Just some fruits and veggies here. What should I look at? I mean, there's really no point. I'm just going to go back. Look in the kitchen. I've looked at every... Okay, so now what? Oh. I guess I have to look at everything. Lemons! Of course! Why didn't I realize it sooner? Lemon juice is about the simplest way to write a hidden message. Oh. Yeah, why didn't I... Oh. Yeah, I feel really dumb now. Lemon juice is about the simplest way to write a hidden message using household items. We learned about that in chemistry, in the most boring detail, of course. A message written in lemon juice on paper becomes just about visible to the naked eye when dried. But after heating it gently, invisible to the naked eye when dried, but after heating it gently, oxidization occurs, making the message visible. I was sitting next to him in class when we learned that. He made a joke about using the method to cheat on the next test, and I replied by saying he'd have to bring an iron. Had he really expected me to remember a random chemistry class that happened years ago? But then I did remember it after all. Meet me at the portal tonight, 10 p.m. was all the message said. I wasted a good amount of time, but I still had some left before I'd have to go out to meet Razor. So I decided to make some lunch. After eating this mysterious liquid, of course. I feel really dumb that I didn't think about that. And then I read all those damn books. I mean, I kind of enjoyed some of them, but... Afterwards, I resumed reading my book about the continuing adventures of Sheridan and her exploits in destroying cultural artifacts. And surprisingly, it came to a happy end, with the evil organization stopped in its tracks, at least for now. I thought the ending was deliberately left open for ambiguity, but when I turned the page and saw the advertisement for the next entry, in this apparently long-running series of books, I realized all of this had just been a ploy to set up the inevitable sequel. Luckily, the disappointment didn't last long, as I had to get going to meet Razor at the portal. When I got outside, it didn't seem quite as dark as it was when I arrived yesterday. I might have had difficulties finding my way otherwise, but I could still see the portal in the distance. I'm gonna go for a little bit longer and then probably gonna end the episode soon. As I was walking, I wondered if anyone was following me, but the land seemed oddly deserted. Was everyone already sleeping? Eventually, I arrived at my destination. Razor was already standing idly by the portal, his fidgeting making it obvious that he had waited just for me. I was already wondering whether you'd get it at all. Yes, I did. What did you expect? Well, you didn't make it easy. Yes, I did. Dot, dot, dot. What a wonderful night it is. Just look up at the stars. You can see them so clearly here. Without all the pollution lingering in the air like back home. Almost as if we were looking right into the face of eternity itself. For so long, humanity thought we'd find aliens out there. Yet after all these years, we found we were still alone in the universe. Turns out we were just not looking in the right place. What's going on, Razor? Why did you call me here at this time? For one, because we're sending the generator home. Right? Before I sent here, they told me they would limit the use of the portal as they couldn't afford to keep it open all the time in order to keep in contact with us and to be able to send us things over to them. The portal would be open for just a quarter of an hour each day. Sending something back home wasn't really problematic for us since the high energy expenditure associated with sending bigger objects only affected the sender, not the receiver. However, this also meant that until all business was concluded in regards to our trade with the PDAs and the generators, we were basically stuck here. As for the other, do you know what this place is? Oh, you said something about trouble. How much danger are you in, really? More than enough. I'm afraid this whole place will be gone soon, and we better not be here when it happens. What are you talking about? I hoped you'd see it too, but then it took me a while to understand, and I had a head start on you. In any case, while he was speaking, my gaze wandered and fixed on some movement nearby. It was hard to make out anything, but I imagined it might just have been wind blowing through the nearby shrubbery, except for the fact that there was no wind. Razor. This might take a while to explain, but we've got the whole night. Razor, look. He turned around to face whatever I was seeing. He squinted hard before he called out. You! How dare you follow me, even here? The disturbance came closer, until it became clear that it was Maverick, who had hidden nearby to listen in on our conversation. I knew you were up to no good. What were you talking about? What are you planning here? Some kind of attack? Wait a minute, there's no reason for... Don't try to deny it. I heard you both talking about it in the cafe, and I saw the letter. You think I couldn't smell the lemon on it? Pathetic. You'll have to come with me to the police station now. Both of you. Come on, I think you're overreacting, but... No. No. Bad. Don't do that. Razor, what are you doing? You're gonna get eaten, and I'm gonna let it happen. Come on, Traveler, let's get out of here. Can I just let him be eaten, please? In the dragon's side, I could see the wound where the bullet had penetrated his hide, a trickle of blood staining his dark scales and the earth beneath. Razor used the opportunity to run off in some direction I wasn't sure which. I frantically scanned my surroundings looking for Razor, though he had already vanished into the darkness. What was I supposed to do? Run away as well? Help Maverick? I was just a diplomat and I had no idea what was happening. I'm going to help. I was going to help you! Suddenly the dragon whipped around, hitting me in the guts with his thick tail. I was lifted off the ground briefly before I felt the impact of my body hitting the ground hard enough that my vision blurred almost immediately. I deafening roar battered my ears. Was this his cry for help? I could barely move, but I found it better not to try, as to not startle the wounded dragon more than he already was. It certainly would have ended badly for me if he tried anything. I heard him take a few unsure steps before he lay down on the ground, panting. I'm still watching you, you know, and you better not move for your own good. If I have to get up again and come after you in this condition, I can promise you I won't be nice. It took a few minutes of listening to his labored breathing before someone arrived. It was 2 dragons. The first I recognized as Sebastian, the other one I didn't know. I heard Sebastian and Maverick exchange a few words when the Saki fellow approached me. Hey kid, you alright? Still feeling a little dizzy. I can be dizzy. He needs the attention. I'm Bryce, the chief of police in this town. Can you tell me what happened? I am sure. Maverick did follow us here, but Razor shot the guy and ran off. Fucking hell, what an asshole. Is that so? His face was stern and seemingly lost in thought as I overheard Sebastian's conversation. Yeah, but you're the flyer on duty. We probably won't find him now. Not here in the darkness at any rate. Well, that's just brilliant. What do you think, Chief? Traveler, can you walk? Yeah, I think so. Alright, Sebastian, take Traveler to the apartment. Get us some help here from Maverick, and then we'll look for Razor. Right on. Come on, Traveler, I'll help you out. I was still shaken up by the events I just witnessed when I arrived at my apartment. Not knowing anything better to do, I soon fell into a deep slumber. Okay, I'm going to save here, and yeah, I'm going to save here and end the episode. I'm out of time for right now. I'll read that in the next episode. Quick save, and then proper save. I was not expecting, I expected one of them to follow us. I was not expecting Maverick, and I definitely was not expecting Razor to just shoot him. Like, holy crap, like, I am not okay with that in the slightest. But yeah, so we'll see what happens in the next episode, and yeah, with that being said, thank you all so much for watching. If you liked it, get that like button some love, maybe that subscribe button too, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye!